dam in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Now, this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
What now?
On second down, Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence.
They'll drop this one off with ETN.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he will have the first down, but it winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
The Jaguars at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hey, box up.
Now Lawrence.
And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Carr looking deep for Adams. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second and 10. Etienne once more.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars.
So after a scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Cook up the gut.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The big fella. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Carr out to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And complete, right side to Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd down at 5.
To throw, it's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing.
Again, it's Carr.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 27, Carr.
He's got Adams on the comebacker. McCarr fighting his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw his Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now Lawrence buying time to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
What now?
The final shot here before half for Carr. The slam connects with Davante Adams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gale, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
134 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, right back to ETN. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good. And
they will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is Cook with the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Duron Smoke getting in there, recording the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
A give to Etienne running right. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One more time with Etienne.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Will you...
Often he just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Carr. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught at the 20.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
Slant to Adams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another tote for Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Hey, exit.
Etienne up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 15-point game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Carr completes it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. Caught by Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Carr to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing his Carr. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
See what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Jacksonville, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.